the Cleveland Browns can win the game like one way, and they did it yesterday, just like absolutely stunning the
Oh,
Packers 13-10. This was a work knockout pool special for many. Jordan Love only 183 yards, a touchdown and a pick. A bad looking interception. And the Browns win this game with almost 100 yards on the ground from Quinshawn Judkins. Joe Flacco only throwing for 142 yards, but I want to spotlight
yeah, that's
a
Q
couple
right up
things.
there. Just so you see, that's Quinshawn right up there.
Oh,
See him up there, number one.
it's your guy.
I can pull it down if you want. So for the people on YouTube, you can see it right here. See, right there. Here's my ticket stub. It's actually a fake ticket stub because you know how that works now, right?
Well, it's all like Apple wallets, right?
Right. So they actually, it's funny because they actually, like my buddy actually ordered the ticket stubs for all of us that went, which you have to pay another $30 or something like that to get a commemorative ticket, like a printed ticket.
That, see, this
Isn't
is
that a
insane.
ripoff?
It is, and here's the other. So, I bought my little cousin Madden, for his birthday, and I'm like, when the f is it getting to my house? And it said no, it's just a code now. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. So I just text this kid like 16 letters and then say, punch this into your Xbox, happy birthday. The physical stuff still matters to me. I don't know. I would like
I,
to get
I, I mean, like between you and I've gotten kind of back into football video games, and
you
I
saying
still,
between you and I, like we're not talking to 10,000
I,
people right
yep,
now.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. Between you and I like my kid has kind of got me a little bit back, and I'll play college football against him and Madden against him a little bit, and but I got them those games, and I went to the store and bought the physical game, even though I didn't need to, because I wanted them to have the joy of seeing the actual. Like, remember when you had a video game when you were a kid? Like how great that felt.
Oh yeah.
The drive home, you had it in your hand. You know what I mean? I wanted them to feel that.
Reading the instructions, you're reading all the stuff. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the anticipation of getting home and being able to put it, being able to turn it on was fantastic. And I'm not even sure what the benefit of doing it this way is anyway. You know what I mean? Like I, when you go to an event, like we went to a concert on Friday night, and you get in line to go into the concert, and everybody's fiddling around with their phones, and the signal might be bad, so like people can't get in the Ticketmaster app, and now this isn't working or that isn't working, and it's like it's the most that never happened when people had the hard tickets.
right.
You just pulled you that was the one thing you knew you had to have. You weren't fiddling around for it. When you walked up to the game or the concert or whatever you were going to, you had it in your hand. I I don't know there's a real benefit for anybody having the physical ticket other than the people who like the fact that their app is being downloaded by however many tens of thousands of people.
Yeah. All right. Back to the
Get
Browns.
off my lawn, Connor.
My double-edged sword here with Cleveland is that I do think that they've gotten it right. It just annoys me that they've gotten 13 years and like 9 top 5 picks and uh, any number of horrible
Mm-hmm.
decisions that are excused to finally get it right. And right here is in air quotes in that like this young defense is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And my buddy Seth Walder does. We used to cover the Jets together. Now he's a big deal, but he's over on the
Top
analytics.
analytics guy over there.
Yeah,
Right?
top analytics guy over at ESPN. And so he said that Mason Graham had the highest pass rush win rate for a defensive tackle in over a year. And like, so the average pass rush win rate for a defensive tackle in a game is 9% of your snaps you're winning on and you're causing disruption
Yeah.
in the passing game. He was 43%, almost half of his snaps against the Packers. And that's not even counting another lights out game from Carson Schwessinger.
Who is like it's just an absolute monster. Like
Yeah. I
like
mean,
I'm with you. So I got Joe Flacco in the game, after the game on the phone, and it was interesting talking to him because he was like, it almost made us feel guilty in the second half how well our defense was playing,
yeah.
and we're not able to make something happen for them. But I mean, if they could just get, uh, they're an interesting team now. Like,
Imagine if they didn't F up the Deshaun Watson thing.
well, that's the thing is like, but that to me, like that's a huge part of that's a big part of the why on the trade. You know what I mean? Like trading the second overall pick is because they had gotten old, and it was because they didn't have like young talent coming up, behind the aging core, guys like Denzel Ward and Miles Garrett and Joel Bitonio, right? Like they didn't have young guys because they didn't have picks, right? All the picks were gone. So not only do you have like the quarterback, what Deshaun Watson's done to the quarterback situation, but there was no real young pipeline on the roster. So I think, I mean, look, like the Browns obviously deserve all the blame for that, but I do think like it was. We can look back at that trade now and say, would Travis Hunter have done all of this for them? They got 2 first-round picks next year now. So like I sort of look at where they're at, and it's like finally there's young talent on that roster coming through again. And they've become a more interesting team, both with Schlesinger and Graham on defense, adding to what Miles Garrett already brings to the table. And both those guys look like they're going to be stars. And then, I mean, Judkins, it's early, but I mean, Judkins does look like the type of back that you can build a running game around.
Yeah, assuming he's allowed
Remember,
to play.
he got the ball more than Travion Henderson at Ohio State last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that they're interesting, and their game at the Lions on Sunday, but the Lions will be on a short week. That's fascinating. Then they get the Vikings, who will still be playing Carson Wentz in London. And kind of have a chance to be the. If they could upset the Lions, then maybe get the Vikings.
I don't know if I'm there. I don't know if I'm there. But
yeah, I'm probably not either. But the Lions offense versus the Browns defense is going to be really interesting.
Yeah. I don't think I'm there, but I think I'm at the point where next year, if they go out and get a quarterback and they have someone that
I'm fascinated to find out who that would be. You know what I mean?
It's like Flacco plus, because I don't know if they would do the drafted thing again. Who would be perfect, Albert, for this team? And like honestly, if this player was here playing the way that he is now, we'd be talking about this team as possibly winning the division as Baker Mayfield.
I was going to say Baker Mayfield.
I mean, but anyway.
I was immediately, I was going to be like, I'm going to shock Conor when I say Baker Mayfield and his head's going to explode. And then you say Baker Mayfield.
Nope. Baker Mayfield. Let's see what happens with Green Bay, right? This was an unbelievable 2 weeks of the season where they were just aided by this Micah Parsons explosion of confidence from the front office and this tailwind, and the defense looks crazy, and the defense played incredibly well, right? I mean,
this wasn't the defense's fault.
This wasn't the defense's fault, and Micah Parsons still had 2 quarterback hits and 2 tackles in this game, and Xavier McKinney death taxes and another Xavier McKinney interception. But this, I would say let's give it a week before we start dissecting the Packers like a science class frog. I think they need just to. This was clearly a letdown game, and then you have that big Micah Parsons versus the Cowboys game. I don't know if there was any look aheaditis, but this, I don't know. That just kind of gives me those vibes.